We got the media team in here. We're the media
We're the
team.
media team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
Been the block.
Okay, so I go at Freeway. Well, I didn't really go at Freeway, Rick. Y'all seen I try to be humble. The man FaceTimed me from Vlad, called my bluff, talking about the paperwork. I'm telling him, look, bro, I don't trip the police shit. I still with you on that. But it gave me some other paperwork on you while I was defending you. Right? Boom. He tell me I'm lying. Now, I didn't tell him what gave me the paperwork. Right? I look up, Luce Cannon calls this on the phone on the jail call. Hey, Freeway Rick, hey, King, hey, what's out here with Wax talking about? Hold on, bozo. You the that came with the paperwork against it. Right? While we was on StreamYard on the 100 Show YouTube channel. So they talking. All right, cool. Freeway calls 600 once I released the paperwork. He said, yeah, my Zoden takes Wack out of Miami 2 days ago. Now, this sometime this week. Now, the last time I was in Miami is when I did the Charleston White interview. I ain't been back. That got to be a couple months, right? I've been in California the last month and a half, 2 months or whatever, right? So I called Freeway Rick. 600 got the content, right? I get on the phone with Freeway Rick. Freeway Rick say this shit. So now I sit back and I wait. And sure enough, Freeway Rick and Luce Cannon talking. Luce Cannon calls the Zoden with the fat, hungry hippo Charisse, right? Look like she done swallowed the hamburglar and the mother ham at the same time, right? They called this, and I'm gonna let y'all hear this phone conversation. Pay attention when Luce Cannon get on the phone with the Zoden down in Miami. He tells them, nah, we ain't. He gets off of it real quick. He calls back. They try to double back. Charisse on the phone with the Zoden, she noted, and she tries to put it like, yeah, we just wanted to get it clear what you did to Wack. She tried to twist it, and he don't go for it. So when I hear this 20 minutes ago, y'all know what Wack did. I called the Zoden. So we're going to play their content first, right, of yesterday. And then I'm going to play me fresh off the phone with this nigga today. Here we go.
To hear the cost of this call, press 4 now. To accept, you may begin speaking now.
Hello? We're sorry, what's up with it, King?
What's up, King? How you doing?
Good.
Ever since the call with you and Freeway, Wack and 600, they got I don't know, bent out of shape over it, but you know how they got, and they've been on a scorched earth.
Okay, wife, you got my phone, right? Yeah. No, but we're gonna get the real story with Zoe. Zoe, what's up with it?
What up, my bro? How you been, bro?
Man, you know I've been chilling in good spirit.
I know. I keep up with your people, man. I was, shit got hot, but, I pray for you, you be good.
You know I'm good. The script stay good. I wanted to touch on the story with you and Wack. Because the Freeway Rick said that you chased him out of Miami, right?
We on the phone.
I know.
But I ain't got no beef with Freeway.
Freeway said that you chased out Wack.
No, it wasn't me.
How is White Cliff?
Cliff is good. He was just in Africa. I just got back.
You notice.
Yeah, that's good.
You notice, as soon as he seen he couldn't get no fake shit out of dude, he switches everything up. Watch this.
I'm gonna call right back. I'm gonna connect, but yeah, we're gonna talk.
Yeah, definitely. I'm here. I'm here for you, man. I pray for you.
From the federal government.
You said what?
No, I said I'm here for you, bro. I'm here.
Yeah, I know. I know you're
here. Bro. We got love for you.
Yeah, definitely. Hold on, I'm gonna call right back.
Now listen to this big old Walrus talk like she even know what's going on.
Good. 1 second. How you doing, Zoe?
We always got love for him, bro.
Yeah.
Like when you was here, like we had fun, man. You had fun with you in Miami.
You notice that when she said, "How you doing, Zoe?" He didn't even acknowledge the. I'm gonna show y'all why after this clip.
You know, that's really good people. I stay in touch with these people too.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, he just wanted to set the record straight because, obviously, he's on podcasts talking about how no one could ever run him out of no city or whatnot.
Already then said, I don't know what you talking about with Wack. But watch this.
So, he just wanted.
That Wack?
Yes. Hold on 1 second. He's calling back. So that's why Cannon just wanted to get to the bottom of it so he could clear the air. Because, Wack is, I called many times. But hold on 1 second.
I think I saw that. Somebody said it to
You saw that. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Let me get him on. You have a prepaid collect call from
Luce Cannon.
an inmate at a federal prison. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To hear the cost of this call, press 4 now. To accept, you may begin speaking now.
Hello?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, no, definitely. When I get out, we're going to hit the street. We're going to go running.
Yo, you wild, man. When you get down, you got to get money. Stay on the money. You're very smart. Listen, you know how to get money. I know you. That's but me and Freeway, we cool. We cool. He called me. Yeah, that's family.
Yeah, no, we definitely. He was telling us a story about how he chased out Wack, Bubble Butt.
All right, thank you so much. So we'll talk. We'll catch up and listen.
Yes.
We're gonna set the record straight and let everybody know what's what, because we're not about to make it people think like Wack running some fake narratives and fake plays, talking about no one could ever chase him. He did a whole podcast.
Luce good in Miami. Luce was with me in the HARDHEAD. Mm-hmm. Luce was there with us in the city. Actually.
Now, y'all catch the bitch play, right? Now, you know what I do when I heard this? I called the nigga. Let's see what he got to say.
What up, bro? Yeah. So. Hello? What up, bro? Yo, Luce Cannon and that fat just called you yesterday? Yo, I'm at a party at WACK100. That's cool. Yeah, I hear you. Listen. Yeah, the Luce Cannon and that fat just called you yesterday talking about asking you if you ran me out or something. What are you talking about? Yeah, I told that's not me. I never heard of that story, but that's not it. I told him maybe somebody else, but not me. And as far as I know, Michael always said good shit about you. When I talked to Mac. Let me ask you something, bro. Yeah. I don't know how you know Luce Cannon, but back in our day, where we come from, what know Luce Cannon? And you.
Watch this. Watch how Luce sitting there acting like he know this nigga. Remember Gigi always says this. Luce will meet a nigga through a nigga. Watch how Luce Cannon knows this nigga. Pay attention.
Luce Cannon only came around me when I was about to sign Black China, and he was dating Black China. So my lawyer brought Black China to me, so that's how I met him. Yeah, but I really know him like that. You guys, bro.
He knows Luce Cannon he got business with Black China. He said, I don't know him like that. Watch Charisse, the hippopotamus, faking like, hey, yeah, this. Watch this.
A long time ago. Yeah. So you met this nigga through I met him through Black China, yeah. You know what's crazy? He got his back calling you on the three-way like she know you, and the whole time she calling you based upon this weirdo met you through another nigga. I don't even know the girl. I don't even know what she look like. So you don't even know the Charisse. I never met her. All right, call me when you done. When they called me, I was lost. I don't know what's going on at all. I'll be down there in about a month, so I'll see you when I get there.
Listen, man, you mother living a fake life. I'm confused. Is anybody else not confused? I'm confused now. Charisse, nobody knows you. You called it that knows Luce Cannon based upon Black China, another. You talking on the phone like you the other. This why he didn't acknowledge you. Nobody knows you. Marley Marl knows you from tossing you up. He said he was sleeping in the London hotel. You didn't have no money. He let you sleep over there in the little chair. Woke up, you had his swipe in your mouth. Somebody else just called me the other day saying the same shit. You getting ran. 4 other 6-0s got footage of you getting ran. But I'm going to let 600 expose that. End of the day, listen, what no Luce Cannon was out here really moving and shaking and baking. The world only knows who Luce Cannon is for WACK100. WACK100 shed the light. The first time you came to No Jumper, you was half naked. We was already warned that Luce pimps you out. I told my girl, baby, this is half naked with nothing on. Nipples showing, lace, everything see-through. We called to the home front. They said, look, bro, then pimps the bitch out. Pay attention. Ain't nobody allowing a woman to show up like that, sit down at the table with a bunch of motherfuckers looking like that. And it was crazy. It was like, damn, built like a walrus for real. Feet is wide as a mother. Her feet is about the width of a loaf of bread. No troll, no cap, swear to God. And then the nerve to wear Balenciagas. Is this out of her mind? You can't be no wide foot wearing no mother bulky ass shoe. Are you okay? Like you mad at me because Luce Cannon sends me the picture of the miscarriage in your panties. I didn't tell him to send me that. I said, I'm glad this lost the baby. That's what he said. I said, I put it up. That's it. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at him. You knew I could only get it if he sent it to me. I didn't tell him send it to me. What you mad at? Yeah, you called your name, but you ain't never had a fight in your life. You just right there. Ain't nobody worried about you. Use the bozo. You the one ain't figured it out. But what we just did figure out is you thought you was gonna call that man and get him to say some shit. And the minute he didn't say it, all of a sudden Luce gotta get off the phone. He gets off the phone, you get on the phone. Yeah, because we just tried to clear up. He cleared it up. But Wack cleared it up today. I called him. Wack, you know how far back you go with our people. I told him I didn't know what they're talking about. Where you know this from? I know him from Black China. We was doing a deal with Black China. He came with Black China. Once again, you always did that. Get to know it to another. Never did. We exposed you trying to snitch and line it up with that unalive and that money mark. You got mad. Exposers called you attorney. We're going to rerun that next week. And the attorney exposed that what you was trying to do. Listen, bro, go your way. You was a rat, snitch ass, like your daddy's a snitch ass. We gave the paperwork to your twin brother. You in there with the was gonna rob and kill you, your mama, and kidnap your mama and your twin brothers. I got that paperwork too on Power Road. We just ain't let it go. But you in there with Big, you putting in work for it. Hold on, let me read this work for y'all. Y'all gonna trip off this shit. Uh-oh. Watch this work right here. Y'all think y'all seen some shit? Watch this work. Media team, here you go. Y'all can use this as a motherfucker sheet. See, I be trying to spare, but I don't know what's wrong, man. All right. Let me show you how much of a bozo you is. Now, Luce Cannon daddy snitched. Eddie Boy, we went on Eddie Boy little brother. He ratted on him. Eli snitched on him. But y'all finna be up over this. You running around with Big U, putting in work for Big U. Watch this shit. The individuals in the vehicle were Michael Shelton, aka Slim, a person unidentified at this point in time, is Big Cat, who was on the passenger side. Shelton was driving. A person known as Lattimore Nelson, also known as No Good, and a person called Big U, true name Eugene Henley, were in the rear portion of the vehicle. The vehicle stopped in front of George Williams. The person known as Big Cat was holding a handgun in his hand. His arm was extended outside the passenger portion of the vehicle, which was on the side of George Williams. George Williams, you guys, is Luce Cannon's father. George Williams was ordered to enter the vehicle, which he did. What did he say? What happened then? At that time, the suspects drove George Williams to several locations. One of them being his ex-wife, who was by his twin sons, who had twin sons by him. That house was pointed out to George Williams by Michael Shelton, who was the driver of the vehicle. He asked George Williams if he knew who lived there. George Williams acknowledged, yes, my wife and my twin boys live there. Oh, we ain't done. You bust ass, you running around here putting in work for who didn't kidnap your daddy and finna kill and kidnap you and your mama. He also was driven to his grandmother's house, pointed out that location by Michael Shelton again, asked if he knew who lived there. Of course he answered, yes I do. My grandmother lives there. And he was told that he wasn't to go to court and testify against Rodney Glaze, right? That if he did go to court and testify against Rodney Glaze, that his grandmother, his ex-wife, and his children, I haven't been able to determine if it was his new wife nor his girlfriend, her parents were all going to be smoked. They also, Michael Shelton, also told him that if the police hide him out until it's time to go to court, eventually they will catch up with him. Maybe 6 months later, whenever. Eventually they'll catch up with him. Big U, Eugene Henley, told George Williams that if he didn't have anything to lose and that he bet not show up in court. He better not be anywhere near the court, and that Rodney Glaze bet not do any time in this case. You's a boy, you in there looking at a RICO about putting in some work for the very who was threatening you, your brother, and your mama, and your grandmama. How much of a bozo can you be? Hold on, media team. Let me get you that page too. That's bad work.
Shout out to Exposure.
Uh-oh.
Listen, just because it ain't said nothing, don't mean we ain't got it. Now, you can thank that big old big draws yours, Hungry Hippo number 1, 2, 3, and 4, because she's demanding the mother phones. And at some point in time, the big, she got to take lead. Now, Luce, let's talk about it. Remember Charisse mama, the one living in Arizona, the one who you said got a better body than your own girl, but she's her mama, the one you said is a head doctor that gives you head to and from the airport when you pick her up and drop her off? Yeah, won't y'all have a conversation about that? The one you tried to hoe out and prostitute to OG Blue out of New York, right? Yeah, until OG Blue picked up on it and stopped returning the calls. I'm going to leave it right there. But Charisse, not only did he say your mama got a better body than you, which I can't lie, she does. You built like a walrus, you got a better body than you. We seen her. He also said her throat is deeper than yours. I'm going to let y'all live with that. I got a whole war chest over here full of a whole lot of shit. I fire back when I want to. Luce, you in the federal penitentiary behind putting in work doing robberies for that kidnapped your daddy, threatening you, your mama, and your twin brother, and your grandmama. Now, I don't know how that make you feel, but I would feel like Bozo number 1, 2, 3, 4 to the second power. I don't know if y'all know what that means. So Bozo 4, meaning Bozo 16, 3 meaning 9, 2 meaning 4, so on and so forth. Now, we're going to return back to normal program. Media team, get that shit to the Clubhouse streets. I done gave y'all the paperwork so y'all can flash it, page 1 and 2. And if y'all want, you should probably put a picture of Luce Cannon and a picture of one of them hippos that's floating in the pond. I think that'll fish old Charisse Mills just right. They make me do this shit. Like, nigga, you think I don't got, just because I ain't saying that don't mean we ain't got it. Boy, you better go sit down. You keep searching and searching. And then what's crazy, this dumb, my woman wouldn't have put that content up because it's not in our favor. It ain't in our favor. He don't even know you like that. He know you through the doing business with Black China, you Black China tag along. And now this got this calling as if she's that. Shit crazy. Let me take this call.
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
What up, YouTube? Clubhouse TV. Back with another one, man. Y'all heard the content. And Wack ain't hold back, man. He let Luce and Charisse have it. I'm tired of it, man. He ain't hold back at all. Luce and his baby mama. Charisse tried to push the wild narrative. This Freeway claimed that his people chased Wack out of Miami. But of course he said cut it out. He ain't been to Miami in months. Let's break it down. So what happened? Luce and Charisse was on the phone trying to verify that Freeway Rick Ross allegedly had one of his folks run Wack out of Miami. He contacted the person. The person said it wasn't him. He didn't know what he was talking about. They made it sound like Wack was scared and ducking pressure. But you already know Wack wasn't having that. Jumped on Clubhouse quick. Basically just called them goofies. Said again, he ain't been to Miami in months. Told him stop trying to press and spin narratives. Get y'all's little clout up. Y'all's time is over. Nobody running nowhere. And if he was in Miami, you know it because he's moving around freely like you always do, posting on IG. So, also pointed out that Rick don't even move like that anymore, and that these stories ain't never fake drama cooked up to get the people talking. Then Wack really turned up on Luce, calling him a rat and said his daddy's a rat. With the paperwork and said what it was. Y'all see the paperwork on the timeline up top. So y'all can definitely confirm that yourself. But looks like Wack ain't letting Luce or Charisse play with his name. He's standing on business as usual. I'm calling out fake narratives as soon as they surface. So what do y'all think? Is just clout chasing from Luce and Charisse as usual? Or is there something deeper going on behind the scenes? Let me know what you think about the content in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I drop new content. Subscribe to the media team so you get that exclusive WACK100 content. Any questions, suggestions, need me to advertise for you on my channel with over 40,000 subscribers, just get at me on IG and I get right back to you. As always, I certainly appreciate y'all checking out Clubhouse TV. Off to the next one.